Welcome back to NGN, everyone. I'm Julian. I'm here with Scott, the president, CEO, and apparently janitorial staff of Trion Worlds. Just tell me a little bit. Let's start with Rift.
Sure.
Tell me about this game.
So Rift was our first online game that we ever created. We launched it back in 2011, and Rift has been the big tentpole of Trion's games for a long time. And so this year marks the release of its third expansion, and it's a premium expansion, and it's massive. It's going to be the greatest thing we've ever done for the game.
So it's a premium expansion, but the game is without the expansions. It's a free-to-play game, correct?
Yeah, it is dominantly a free-to-play game. Free-to-play is a conversion that we did in 2013. It's been really successful. We've brought in, millions of new players as a result of that. The reason we went premium for the expansion, a couple of reasons. Number one, it's on us to figure out what's the best way to give a good business model to people who want to play the game. And with our previous expansion, what we tried to do was open up the game to everybody and make up for the cost by selling other things inside the game. Some people loved that, some people really didn't. And so the thing that we realized later on was, after talking to customers for the last year or so while we've been developing this, is people just want to pay the one price and end up with an even level playing field where everybody's on even ground, and it's just fair and easy and understandable. And so it's just a simple one-shot premium price expansion.
Well, this seems to be a theme with Trion Worlds, right? Like, you free to play and get your friends involved. Like, ArcheAge has this same dynamic. Can you tell me a little bit about this game?
Yeah, ArcheAge is the best sandbox in the West by far.
The best sandbox in the West. That's a bold claim.
Yeah, ArcheAge is the most complete sandbox by far, right? It's got, it's if you look at Rift on one hand is all about co-op and it's all about the theme park experience. ArcheAge is all about competition, whether it's economic competition, competition on the seas with piracy and trading, competition on the land, competition to build castles, competition to build entire nations, right? Where players get to create their own honest-to-God system-level faction on the server. And so we look at the two games like they're the perfect complements to each other. And ArcheAge is just a fantastic experience. And it's also one of the only games where you can actually own real estate out in the shared world. It's a very, very difficult feature to put into games because it increases the complexity of everything around the coding of the game, the operation of the game, the data in the game, but it provides such a huge payoff, and people absolutely love it.
Yeah, now you've got to deal with an economy that's springing up basically just de facto by having this property.
That's exactly right, because when real estate in a game becomes a scarce resource, there's an entirely different set of dynamics that play out compared to what you see in what we call theme park games.
Well, with Trove, you can just bring your house with you, though, right?
And in Trove, yeah. Trove is all about how quickly can you get into the fun, and how, again, it's a very strong co-op experience, too, where having other players around you is always a benefit, right? Whether it's the way we do our piñatas, which are treasure boxes that you can smack open and then everybody around you gets rewarded, to the idea of having plots on the land called cornerstones, where everybody has their own cornerstone, and all you do is you can walk up to one of these empty plots and summon your cornerstone to you, no matter which server you're on, no matter which data center you're playing in, no matter which group you're with, no matter which instance it is. The idea of having a homestead that follows you around anywhere you want to go is something that we really love about Trove.
Our first interview with Trion Worlds was about Trove, so we've covered the basics of the game. You have any updates for us now over the summer?
Yeah, it's been an incredibly busy time for Trove. So Trove is seeing a bunch of gameplay additions. That we recently launched its first premium expansion earlier this year, which did fantastic things for the game, brought a whole lot of new players in, and really leveled the game up. Trove is all about co-op and achievement, right? And then there's also the creative and building side, but Trove is really about achievement collection, exploration.
And finally, I feel like the game that's most different for Trion Worlds, and the one that I'm really looking forward to actually playing it, I've been challenged by some people in the Trion Worlds team to it. It's Atlas Reactor.
Yeah.
So, any updates on this game?
Yeah, Atlas Reactor is, we transitioned from alpha to beta earlier, about a month ago, and we are, just iterating the game in front of a live audience. It's been in early access on Steam. It's been live on our platform, and we've been just iterating on it and improving it over time. Atlas Reactor is a game that once people realize what it is, they go, how did I not know about this game, right?
This is very new territory. You guys made up your own acronym for it. It's a STAB, a simultaneous turn-based arena battler, right? Yeah. You guys had to make up new categories of games just to describe this game.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people love the idea of turn-based games where thinking at speed is the dominant way. It's not about how fast you can click; it's about how fast you can think and how well you can coordinate with a team.
It's like speed chess, kind of in a video game.
Yeah, we've heard speed chess with guns. We've heard
which I would love to see in real life, but go on.
Yeah, we've heard speed chess with guns, and we've heard comparisons to every other combat co-op or combat competitive game that's come out. You know, just this morning we got in one of the German sites we got LOL meets chess, and you know, yesterday it was Dota meets XCOM, right? And then it was something for the Overwatch generation. And so people are really projecting a lot of their own desires onto, you know, what they see. And what it really is a great way to hop into a game and play a match in a few minutes. And it's the turn-based style of gameplay, but it's always your turn because the turns are simultaneous, and so you're never sitting around waiting. And that's really been the key, and that was something that the team did a fantastic job on in bringing it to a multiplayer game.
And people can actually start playing it now, correct?
They absolutely can. I mean, you can go on Steam or you can go on Trion's own site on Glyph and download the game. Download the game right now. And again, it's free to try, and you get the free rotation of freelancers to play with.
I feel like you're using the word free as much as possible right there.
Well, honestly,
that was sneaky.
The team called them freelancers. I just went, okay. Yeah, they're the geniuses behind this. But yeah, so you can play the game for free, and then if you want to unlock all of the characters, it's just one quick and easy purchase.
Okay, well there you go. Trion Worlds, 4 really great, fun-sounding games. Atlas Reactor in the works, all free to play right now. Absolutely. So go for it. Thank you very much for talking to us, and thank you guys for tuning in to NGN.